tonight a state champion. Back to you, Doug.
We're going to move up to another class. At 126, we're moving for the middle four weights to AAA. And our first match is going to bring us another opportunity to see somebody go for his third championship. It's Dan Knight of Clinton, who has never lost in high school. His opponent is Steve Swanson of Davenport West. They both wear red, but the man on top is from Clinton. He has the stripe up the side, Dan Knight, and he is a gunner.
Well, he has a white headgear on. And the one thing that's all the people in the state should understand about Knight is that he not only tries to intimidate an athlete, he has the ability to do it.
Up in the corner, you see 1A, Patrick Wilson of Shelby against Rod Decker of East Buchanan. And at the AAA division, it'll be at the AA, it'll be Brent Jennings of Clarinda versus Stacy Rice, unbeaten Stacy Rice of Storm Lake. And our main match here through 145 will be AAA, the big schools. Knight leads in the score here 6-2 after 3 takedowns.
Well, they were quick takedowns, more or less snaps, and as I said, he likes to intimidate, but he can. He has great ability, real good hips, and has a wonderful feel for his body and his opponents.
Now it's 6-3. He's going to try to take his man down again. He won 2 pins and a major decision to get to the finals. And one of his pins was 15 seconds.
Got a bounce. Hook up.
Well, I know when I talked to Coach Morris Barnhill from Davenport West that they were going to try to have Swanson take away some of that intimidation by some longer shots. You know, some shots from out. But he's had his head down in all those shots, and Knight's just countered him by snapping and moving in behind him for the takedown.
And so, as a result, Swanson is 5 points behind with half a minute to go in the first period. 8-3.
Been a bunch of those Knight brothers, as you mentioned. A couple of them have won championships, 3 championships already between Jeff and Steve. Now Dan's going for his 3rd championship tonight as well. It looks like he's fairly in control of the match.
No question about it. He is 10 points now.
Well, now when I talked to Coach Luders, who's coached for,
second period,
30 years of coaching, I asked him, is Dan Knight the best athlete he's coached? And he said, well, I don't want to put that kind of burden on him nor any of the other wrestlers, but I'll tell you, I haven't seen any better. And there's a lot of recruiters here from the college ranks looking at this young man a year early because there aren't many that they've seen better either.
10-4 is the score in favor of Knight. Bob McNeil of Cedar Rapids is the official. Swanson gets a chance on top.
Well, he's a pretty good legger. You know, he works hard and puts a lot of pressure on his opponent with the legs, and that takes away some of Knight's offense by keeping him down on the mat. If he can put the legs on him here, maybe burn him with a tilt or a forced pry.
Stalemate.
This is not the first meeting between these 2 athletes, by the way, Doug. They're just up and down the road from each other 25, 30 miles. In the course of their careers, they've already met each other maybe 10, 12 times, with Knight, of course, winning all of them since he's undefeated.
Knight is out this time. Swanson does make a single leg shot. Get a chance to see Knight counter now, and he did.
Well, he blocks the motion, then he takes him out of position. You know, gets his head and shoulders down and out away from his base. Then he starts to come back in on the tap.
Heel pick. Went for the far ankle. Gets another takedown, makes it 13-4. That's a 9-point difference. We have a minute to go in the second period. 13-5 now after the escape, the let up.
He comes back in on that leg. Now this time he got to his feet. Comes right in behind him. Sets that down low, so that takes him down to the bat.
Very cute little counter there by Dan Knight of Clinton, and he comes away with a 15-5 lead.
So he has the leg up. Swanson has the leg up. He just sets right in behind him, drops real low so he doesn't hurt the knee. Catches it way down by the ankle, pulls with the wizard, pulls his man down, scores the takedown.
10-point lead with a lot of time left in the second period. So it's conceivable that Knight could get up into the technical fall area here fairly fast. If you have 15 points more than your opponent, the match is stopped. And it's the same as a pin.
I think Swanson's doing too good a job of just blocking off on the bottom. You know, he's not going to let him turn him over. He's not going to give him anything. So Knight just releases him, goes back to takedowns.
15-6. 20 seconds to go. Second period. AAA division. Now Knight has a single leg.
They call that running the pipe in Oklahoma, where they hand pipe out of the oil fields to each other. Just pull that leg in between and step back. Takes a man down to his rear end.
Knight took a chance, hoping that he could toss his man to his back, and was willing to settle for the escape. He has a 10-point lead, 17-7 in favor of Knight over Swanson of Davenport West. That's the end of the second period, and now Knight goes on top.
Russell's fairly wide open, so it puts a little bit of pressure on him and his opponent to keep this kind of intensity up. Now, Swanson's picked his hands off. You can see him controlling the hands. He needs to be able to pull back into him, get his head and chest upright, control the hands, and then score his escape.
Keep working it, keep working it.
There you see him start to get up, but he doesn't have a foot out to replace his head. His head right now is the brace. When he gets a back pressure back into him, he's got to be able to put a foot out there. Then he can start to stand.
Well, Knight has been dominating with these takedowns so far.
He's just moving out in front now to let him go intentionally.
17-8 is the score. 9-point lead for Knight, the man. They both have red uniforms, but Knight has the vertical stripe. He's from Clinton, going for his third state championship as a junior. Through 119 pounds, Charles City has a 1-point lead over Marshalltown in the AAA division, and Fort Dodge is only 4 points behind. So there's a lot to be decided yet.
But Fort Dodge is done. Their wrestlers are done now. So what they've got to do now is maybe scramble for third. Whoever can come up behind him and catch him. Maybe a Clinton, and Knight wins here.
Well, we'll see Rick Caldwell come up from Marshalltown at the next race. There's a takedown for Knight again.
Well, see, this is for third as a team. If Knight can get a technical fall, it can move them up so that they can bypass Fort Dodge and end up third.
They're going too fast for the scoreboard now. I don't even know what the score is. There's another one with 30 seconds to go.
Well, the board hasn't kept up, but I'll tell you, he has to have a technical fall here pretty soon. See, it looks like he's trying to embarrass him, but what he's trying to do is get the technical fall, because right now they're 72.5 with Fort Dodge at 77.5. That's a 5 points. If he scores a technical fall, he gets 6 for his team, moves him into third place.
All right, we're going to stop here and go find out what the score is. The scoreboard has 27-11, which would be a technical fall. Bob McNeil went to check. And it may very well be.
You're down, son.
No, it's not.
I don't think that's right.
27 to...
They have 27 to 12, and that's 15.
Now they're going to have another discussion.
You see, you have to admire that young man for doing what he's doing. A lot of people would think, oh, that's Bush because he's far superior. But he just did technical fall his opponent, which gives them 2 additional points plus the 4 for getting first, which moves them into that third place as a team.
And so Steve Knight does win his third championship, still stands in line.
Well, here's the young man you saw a few minutes ago, Dan Knight of Clinton, finished an unbeaten season. Congratulations, Dan.
Thanks very much.
I didn't get to see your match. I was watching the 1A match, but you had a tough one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. It was very hard to turn over, so I had to let him out and try to take him down on my feet because I wasn't getting anywhere down below.
I know that Doug Brown and Glenn Patton watched your match. They may want me to ask a question or two, and they'll tell me if they do. But what did you have to do in that match?
Well, he was really good controlling my hands. I couldn't work his arms or anything. So Clinton kind of needs the points if we want to get up there, and we needed either a technical fall or a fall. And so if I was going to get that, I had to let him up and try to take him down.
Congratulations. We'll see you getting that gold medal in the first few minutes.
Well, thanks a lot.
Doug?
Thank you, Dean. Here we go now. AAA at 132-pound wrestlers. All kinds of programs. It's in the AA division. It's fun to see that new face every year, you know, or 2 or 3 or 4.
And after about the 4th year, you wonder, when is this guy going to get out of here? This is your opponent.
6th place, Troy Johnson, Webster City. 5th place, A.T. Arneson, Bettendorf. 4th place, Dean DeGiacomo, Waterloo West. 3rd place, Tim Anderson, West Des Moines Dowling. 2nd place, Steve Swanson, Davenport West. And the 3A 126-pound champion from Clinton, Dan Knight.
Undefeated in his entire high school career. One of the best records ever in high school wrestling in the state. He's a 3-time champion. He'll be back next year. They're going to have to get a crowbar to get that smile off his face.
And to get him out of here, that's what I said.
Let's get a floor report from Dean Board.